Don't miss a new episode of Sullivan's Crossing, Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Now at 10, President-elect Trump threatened to impose sweeping new tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China. It's a move some economists say could dramatically raise the price of everything from gas and groceries to electronics and cars.
Plus, an emergency in the air. Surveillance video captures the moment a small plane crash lands on an Orange County street before slamming into a tree.
They had the fight over the fate of a family dog. The Burbank couple battling to save their beloved Conan from being put down. Now on the news at 10. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. President-elect Trump making a bold promise tonight, pledging significant tariffs on the U.S.'s three biggest trade partners, Canada, Mexico, and China.
Trump believes the tariffs are the solution to immigration and fentanyl problems in America, but many economists warn the move will only cause prices to go up. Sandra Mitchell explains live from the KTLA News Center. Sandra.
Trump made this a focus point of his campaign. Today, he said he was prepared to put the tariffs into effect on his first day in office. And now some U.S. companies are warning that could mean we're going to be paying more for many items.
Already struggling with high prices at the grocery store, Americans soon could see cost increases for a lot of other products.
Auto parts, apparel, electronics, commodities such as lumber, building supplies like concrete or steel, a lot of heavy-duty things that we bring in from overseas.
President-elect Donald Trump posting today on Truth Social that on the day he takes office, he would raise tariffs by an additional 10% on goods from China and 25% for products from Mexico and Canada. Some economist and KTLA consumer reporter David Lazarus believe the cost will be passed on to American shoppers.
Tariff is essentially a tax that an importer pays to bring a foreign manufactured good into this country. That importer is typically an American company, and that company in turn passes along its higher cost to American consumers.
On the campaign trail, Trump warned he would punish other countries, including Mexico, for what he called an onslaught of drugs and criminals.
I'm going to immediately impose a 25% tariff on everything they send in to the United States of America.
According to Third Way, it's a think tank that endorsed Kamala Harris for president, the tariffs mean weekly grocery prices could go up 23 cents for coffee, $1.09 for frozen beef, and 15 cents for bananas, about $185 a year for the annual food bill. Trump also warned the tariffs could go higher.
If that doesn't work, I'll make it 50. And if that doesn't work, I'll make it 75 if it does.
Some say the proposed tariffs could violate the Free Trade Act between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Could face legal challenges, but Trump vowing to put them into effect January 20th, the day he is sworn in as the next president. And I'm Sandra Mitchell. Sharon, Micah.
Sandra, thank you. Special Counsel Jack Smith, in charge of all the federal investigations into President-elect Trump, has moved to drop all federal charges against him. That includes the election subversion case and the alleged mishandling of classified documents. Smith still believes he has the proof to convict Trump, but says he's respecting the DOJ's long-standing policy against prosecuting a sitting president. The president-elect responded on Truth Social, saying these cases are empty, lawless, and a waste of over $100 million in taxpayer dollars.
Grieving family and friends held a candlelight vigil outside BMO Stadium in Exposition Park tonight to remember 16-year-old Jonathan Flores, killed by a hit-and-run driver Friday afternoon. Flores was riding his bike with friends when police say a driver intentionally ran over him in the BMO Stadium parking lot.
Flores' friends and family affectionately called him Junior. KTLA's Carlos Saucedo live at CHP headquarters in Pico Union, where he spoke with a heartbroken family demanding justice for Junior. Carlos.
Micah, Cher, the CHP is investigating this deadly hit and run. Now, they do have a person of interest, but they're asking for the public's help. Tonight, I spoke with the victims' family members who, of course, are visibly distraught. They are seeking answers. They're seeking justice.
He wanted to come over for Thanksgiving at his great-grandma's house. He wanted to spend Thanksgiving with us. Now he's not going to be there with us.
A grief-stricken family left to deal with the loss of a beloved 16-year-old ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah, it's really rough. You know, it's not easy.
Brianna De Leon is having to say goodbye to her only child after he was struck and killed by a hit-and-run driver. Jonathan Flores, known to many as Junior, was riding his bicycle with dozens of his friends near BMO Stadium Friday afternoon when there was some type of altercation with a driver of a BMW. But then there was a separate incident involving another vehicle. The CHP says a driver of a Honda Accord followed the riders into a parking lot and intentionally ran over Jonathan, leaving him in the middle of the street on MLK Boulevard, where he was pronounced dead. His friends have been coming out to the crash site to pay their respects.
To be honest, I can't stop crying. I'm going to miss him so much. He wasn't my brother, but I see him as a brother.
Officers conducted a search warrant and recovered both vehicles, including the Honda involved in the fatal hit-and-run that took Jonathan's life. Authorities identified a 28-year-old man as a person of interest, but have not made an arrest.
And it's not fair that took off, leaving somebody just laying here dying. It's so heartbreaking. 16 years old. It wasn't fair for him. Never say again.
Now, anyone with any information on the hit-and-run driver is encouraged to contact the CHP. The family has set up a GoFundMe page. You can find a link by heading over to our website, KTLA.com. We're live in Pico Union. Carlos Salcedo, KTLA 5 News.
Carlos, thank you. And now to the tragic deaths of two young sisters killed in a hit-and-run crash in Rialto. Tonight, the suspected driver is in custody facing murder and DUI charges. Heartbroken family members and friends consoling each other tonight at an emotional candlelight vigil for the victims. KTLA 5's Shelby Nelson reports from Rialto.
We were going to have Thanksgiving together.
Rather than a joyful Thanksgiving, it will be filled with grief. Lisa Aviles and her family now mourning the deaths of 3-year-old Alina.
She was the most happiest, joyful baby in the world.
And 4-year-old Nevaeh Flores.
Her sister was the protector over Alina.
The two sisters were tragically killed by a suspected drunk driver Sunday night.
I'm lost for words. We just had them 2 weeks ago. I just went out and bought Christmas clothes for them.
Both were in their car seats in the back. Sky 5 shows the damage to the mangled car they were in. Police say they responded to a crash just after 11 p.m. at the intersection of Walnut and Riverside Avenues in Rialto. Family tells KTLA the girl's mom was driving a white Honda Accord. Their dad was in the passenger seat. They were traveling northbound on Riverside, and as they were turning left onto Walnut, they were T-boned. A speeding driver, blue Dodge Ram.
The Dodge Ram ran a red light while traveling south on Riverside.
That driver, identified as 28-year-old Alexis Garcia of San Bernardino, allegedly tried getting away, but didn't get very far.
The vehicle ultimately became disabled in the middle of the roadway.
Officers say the impact caused the family's car to also hit a tow truck, but that driver was okay. The girl's mother, Valencia, returned to the intersection to place flowers at a growing memorial, many others hugging and consoling her. As for their father,